Hit it!
What's up, guys, and welcome to this week's episode of How Not to Summon a Dungeon Master. Previously on Justice League: The New Era.
I have no choice. Neither does pretty much everyone else here. But you have a choice, and I will not have feelings either way on the choice you make. But I extend an offer for you to come join us and help us. But understand, if you take up this offer, you will more than likely die.
Monsieur Lantern, I am already dead. You, for some reason, you are fighting your own body. Like, to keep posed and stretched out, you start fighting your own body as the muscles want to contract. And you want to curl up and get as small as possible. And you fight the urge to do so. And then, for some reason, you just relax. You've avoided my question, Apex. Are you going to play along? Or am I going to have to take you down, eventually?
I lost my world because we didn't play as a team. I won't make the same mistake.
Good. And he puts out his hand.
I take his hand.
And he opens up a boom tube. We've got a meeting. All League members. That means you.
I'll take a deep breath and I'll step through with him.
So we left off with Green Lantern and RumbleBee in Justice League headquarters in Metropolis, with a few other heroes dotted around.
LeChains.
LeChains.
There are two Batmans. Jason Todd's there as a Red Hood. You've got Damian as Damian.
Damian.
You, Apex, walk out of the boom tube you got in at the pole, and you arrive in the room Batman was using. It's empty, and it's just you two.
Okay, so that's like the back room to the meeting table room where everyone is. So,
so
nobody knows that Batman left to come and get me either?
No.
Okay, right. So, okay. Well, I'm not gonna go through first. I'll wait for Batman to walk through.
And he goes to walk through, and I'm assuming you kind of step with him, and he puts his hand over the button on the door. Before we go in, anything they say, I will deal with it. From now on, you need to be the Superman. Nothing else.
I'll just nod. I've got the Man of Steel outfit on now as well, the proper Superman outfit.
He puts his hand to his side and turns to look at you. That logo meant more to this planet than any other symbol. Embody it. Do the right thing. And if you get stuck, ask. And then he opens the door and walks through.
I'll walk in behind Batman.
So you two have just seen Batman walk out of the office setup. He had his secondary computer at the League headquarters on Earth. And next to him is Superman. As far as you're concerned, it is Superman. It looks exactly like Kal-El, Clark Kent, wearing his suit. I will say this is up to Sheeny, but you two can roll perceptions, if Sheeny would allow it, to see if there's any telltale signs that it's
that's absolutely fine, yeah.
the real Kal-El.
14.
27.
27. You get a feeling in your gut, Rumble. You don't know what's wrong. You're probably fixated on the fact that it is Superman. And you literally just went toe-to-toe with Superman, and now he's just walked into the room. Mm-hmm. You're on edge.
Yeah.
You're sat down currently, aren't you? So you can do what you want. You can stand up and go to reach for your bow.
I was thinking I would stand up and go to reach for my bow and arrow.
Yeah. Jim, you know it's not him.
Cool.
You know it is not Clark Kent.
Okay.
The body language is off. Mm-hmm. He doesn't look as relaxed as Clark did as Superman. Very stiff, broad shoulders, almost a march to his walk, rather than the relaxed. Kal-El knew he was the one.
Yeah.
He owned the fact that he was. This looks like Kal-El ready for war.
Hoity-toity, bitch. I can imagine it.
You just see Batman's hand come up and tell you to stop.
Why is he here? There's no... Can I see his hands?
What, Batman's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Superman's.
Yeah, he's not in. He literally walked in casually.
So I could see there's no black ring.
There's no black ring.
How did you get the ring off?
League. Let's go have a chat. And Batman points at only you two.
I'm gonna just stare constantly, because if I can see him...
You do know, though, you were there when I explained who I was.
No, but I currently think you are Superman.
I look that.
It
literally is
literally
indistinguishable.
Right, as I
Yeah.
rolled so
Indistinguishable.
crap,
Yeah.
now I think you are really Superman.
Yeah.
I'd chalk it up to like fight or flight.
Yeah.
Kicking in. Considering he just handed you your ass.
Yeah, so I'm staring at you like a spider in a room. If I know
I
where
would say
you are.
I would say you've noticed my walk.
I'm
I
old.
walk like Apex,
So,
rather than
It's
walk
a,
like
it's
Superman.
a dominating
I
walk,
have
but
my
it's
pose
not
of what I'm
approachable or
basically
friendly.
looking like. I would imagine I've got my leg cocked over one side, relaxing on my chair, because I know exactly who the fuck this is.
Yeah, so Batman, after asking you to talk, walks back into his new investigation room.
I'll follow, but warily.
Are you bow in hand following?
Um,
Or have you put that away?
I only touched it, like I had my hand on my back, but I will put my hand down my side, but I'm just going to stare at him, like, as we're walking. I'll walk behind, like, let him go first.
Yeah.
I don't want him behind me.
Lantern?
I'll get out of my chair lazily and walk over.
So you all walk in. Do you want to walk with them?
Does he want me there for the chat?
He didn't specify, but
He didn't.
You
no.
can.
I'll follow.
So you all walk into his new computer room. It's an old one, but this is all he's got. Door closes behind you. And he looks at Apex. This is uncomfortable. He's our new Superman. We need one. The Earth needs one.
What do you mean, new?
Apex is going to take the role. We have no idea what happens when we pull the ring off the big man. We will do everything we can to save him. But if we can't, we have a replacement. A contingency. The world has seen Superman is back, and the world needs to know Superman is on their side.
I would imagine there's this super awkward silence, exactly like what is being done now. I feel like I'm just staring him down.
I am really sorry. You just look so much like him. And after what we just went through, it was a shock.
It's no surprise, because I am him.
There is one rule. The only people that know are in this room. No one finds out that is Apex.
I don't think we'll have a problem.
We're all on the same page.
And what are people going to think when two Supermans appear at the same time?
It's happened before.
Okay.
You weren't here for Prime, Bizarro. Other people have turned up wearing that suit.
Okay.
How are we going to know which one's which when that goes down? Other than the ring. If they're moving so quick, we won't be able to see.
Try and hit the one that's trying to hit you.
No, fair enough.
Now, Lantern, You've got a meeting to run.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna do something different there, because you also know something about me, don't you?
I do.
You also know that I always constantly have something on me, don't you?
Yep. But right now,
You noticed I said nothing when you were like, is that okay?
let's give these kids some direction. There's a war coming, and we're not ready.
I've added a member to the team already out there. Shane's, he'll be good for the Flash.
I've read his file.
Good. You know what he can do. He's not ready, but he's enough.
I've got a few other people in mind, but that's not for now.
Good. And you? You're needed for now.
The world will always need a Superman. I intend to be a better one. The world obviously didn't need an Apex.
It never needed an Apex at all.
I did what I had to do based on what I had learnt from my own universe being destroyed. And I thought I needed to be harsher than what Superman was. And I may have been wrong. Only time will tell.
You weren't wrong. You were foolish, arrogant, and self-loathing. And that led to where we are now. And you've got some more explaining to do about what happened in Gotham. But I'll leave that for now. Because we've got a bigger problem at this moment in time. But if you become my problem, just know, nothing will stop me.
Superman ever lost to the Lantern? Wouldn't have said so.
No.
Nah. Okay.
But
I'll take
I'm-
that with a pinch of salt.
But I'm not just the Lantern, and he doesn't know it.
No, I haven't seen Mirror.
No.
It's very true.
And nor will you. Because I don't trust you.
If it's all right with everybody here, am I needed anywhere else? Because I'm charged now, and I think I could do some good.
What were you thinking?
I've got something you can solve. Take Tawny with you.
Sorry.
Take Rumble with you.
Where are we going?
There's a dynamic duo in Toronto that need taking care of. Bruce is better than me. But with her brains and your brawns, I think we can stop the Batman.
Okay.
But you do this by Superman's rules. You do not kill. You win.
Just quickly, I thought, well, are we going to take anybody else? I thought we were going to take.
That's not up for me to decide.
I thought we were going to take.
You want to take some
Flash.
backup, you take some backup, and you can discuss that.
Oh, I didn't. I think I didn't want to take Kid Flash. I can't remember.
We got this.
Yeah.
It's fair. We're going to have a bit of a bigger problem.
Can I take Terry?
Who's the two? Bruce and who?
Rumble.
Nightwing.
What about Rumble?
Rumble's a separate problem.
Ah.
Okay. So it's confirmed that Nightwing's back.
Well, he was dead.
The Wayne satellite have picked up movements. I'm not good enough to take on Bruce. And I'm definitely not good enough to take on Grayson.
What about Terry?
I don't think Terry's ready to see his father.
As a walking corpse, probably not best.
No.
You're also a pervert.
Okay. Shall we go?
Yeah.
I thought we had a meeting to do.
You
First.
have a meeting to do.
You have a meeting.
Of course I have a meeting. That's all I'm in, meetings.
There's somewhere else I want to stop on the way, so if you want to come,
Yep.
or I get in the Queen, what way do you want to do this?
I have a new queen to show you.
I'm well aware of your new ship,
How do you know?
because I was the one that sent it to you. I found it, started it up, and told it to go to you.
Then I think we should use the queen to get there.
Okay. And we'll head to the Queen.
Yeah, so you leave.
I'll do my beep 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 and get her to come outside. No, sassy man. He's a sassy man.
Yeah, it's a sassy
It's a
man.
sassy
You do
AI,
agree?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
for him to come outside.
Queen is sassy.
Queen, come in. Yeah.
So on you type in the command for it to meet you.
Yeah.
You can talk to it as well.
Does it say yes, Queen?
Yes,
I want it to.
It can do if you want.
I want it to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Queen. And it'll wait for you.
Perfect.
You two walk out.
Yeah, when we get on board on the Queen, I'm going to just look at you and I'm going to go, there's somewhere I want to stop.
Okay. Do you know the coordinates?
I think we should go back to the farmhouse
Okay.
and check for your friend.
Okay.
I feel like that's unfinished, and
Well, we've got.
I dragged you away at the time.
There's also Cyborg lying somewhere
Yeah.
or pieces of.
Yeah.
But I think it's only right that we check and see if they're still there before we
Yeah.
potentially handle something that we don't know if we can.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll type in the coordinates. I'm sure I know them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll type in the
You can
coordinates.
just ask.
And we'll... Wait. Can you answer me?
I've got to.
Queen, can we go to the what's it called?
Kent Farm.
Kent Farm, please.
Of course we can. But it's not really season for corn.
We're not going for corn.
Well, in that case, on it. And you see a little icon wink at you.
A little sassy bee on the screen.
And I'll comm Lantern and just beep through. Lantern, a heads up. I'm taking a detour to Toronto. I think Rumble deserves to say goodbye to Bumbleboy properly. I think it's only right. But it could be dangerous. It was the last known place that we saw Superman. So I don't know what we're going to find when we get there. So if you don't hear from us, you know why.
I'll come back. Just get it done.
And we'll take off.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, Batman turns to you, Lantern. They're gonna fail in Toronto. I'm gonna need you there. But don't interfere unless you have to. I want to see what he's got.
Can do. I'll make some inquiries along the way.
I'm gonna need you to rally the kids. These young heroes need a leader.
All of them.
All of them. The
That's
ones
fine.
here are the first ones to talk to.
It's fine.
We're gonna start some rumors about building an army. The ones here are gonna spread it.
Good.
That's how we build hope.
I'll send them to the different cities and metropolises.
It's a good plan. I trust you. Let's go have a word with them.
Yes, let's.
And he walks out the door.
Before we just go in, I don't know if you know yet. The speed force has halved. Kid Flash has told me this. Which means only one thing.
I'm aware, Lantern.
Good.
That's not a problem for now. The Flash, whichever one it is, who it is a future problem. Let's see how the Superman does first. Then we'll send him after a speedster.
Yeah.
We need muscle. I don't want him here. I need him here.
Sacrifices and all that.
Times of war. Lantern. And he walks out the door.
By the way, I'm super thinking right now. More sacrifices will have to be made before the end of this.
So, you follow him out?
Yep. Can it be like one of those dramatic, like, cape billowing as we come through the doors? Everybody's looking and going, that's fucking the Batman,
Yeah,
that is.
his cape is longer.
Billowing, yes.
You can't see his feet. it like drapes.
Who are the
floor.
only people in there? LeChains and
So
Kid Flash?
you got LeShane's,
Terry's
Kid
the
Flash, Terry,
Oh, and Jason.
Damien, Jason.
Oh, right, okay.
These guys are going to be your go-tos.
Cool.
Floor's yours.
I would imagine, and you can picture this however you want. I'll go to where I would normally sit, at the lantern part of the table. I'm guessing Batman will go and sit wherever he is.
Yeah, they're all marked. They've got their logos on the back of the chairs.
Aren't they all going to try and fit in the Batman one?
Come on, everybody.
Sitting on his knees.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Terry is already sat in Wonder Woman's.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. Yes, yeah. Nobody was in Superman's yet.
No.
No. Nobody will. Superman's chair. So, when everybody's seated, I'll stay standing for a moment and I'll say to everybody, you all know the problem. You all know the issues that we're currently dealing with at this moment in time. And you know the dangers that are entailed with it right now. Everybody in this room is a leader of a team. Your job is to make that team. We're going to send you to different cities and metropolises to go and gather superheroes and others of the sort to try and help us combat this major threat that we currently have to deal with. LeShane's, you're already well aware of what we're going to be potentially dealing with, and you know exactly what you're getting into. I would imagine the rest of you also know what you're getting into right now. Each of you will be given a comm and be given access to the Watchtower boom tube system, so you can get around quickly and we can organise these teams quickly. I'm going to hand each and every one of you a file and folder on potential allies and potential enemies that you may meet in these cities and metropolises. And also here is a data stick folder, USB. I'll slide them over the table to each of them. These are also the potential information that we have on issues within those areas as well. You're all superheroes, or wanting to be them. It's time for you to earn them. And this is how you're going to do it. I won't tell you how to make your plans. I just need the end goal to be completed. In any way that we can at this point. Do what you feel is right. And don't let it weigh heavy on your conscience. Now move out and get going.
So the table stays silent for a few seconds after you're done. And the silence is broken by Jason, the Red Hood.
Fair.
And he kind of nudges Damien. Not bad. For an idiot. And he walks out.
Cool. Has he had a look in his folder?
No. No, he just grabbed them and
I was
went.
really hoping he might open it to see who I've given him.
So the rest of them stand up and...
Hold on. Does the Batman know who I've given him?
No.
Good.
These are your plans.
Good.
He said he trusts you.
Good. He might want to hold on to that when he sees who the Red Hood brings. Or doesn't bring.
And the last person out of the room is Terry. He turns back. I've not been on mission yet. You want me to run a team?
Batman says you're ready. So I trust him.
Fair play. And he opens a folder as he walks out.
Why do I feel like Batman's looking at me like you totally just lied? But hey, it's just a little white
He
lie.
said he wanted you to give him hope. So
That's what he's here for.
no, Batman said once we'd left, it's like that's how the
No,
hope
I'm like
starts.
hope for everybody. Like
The hope spreads.
the idea is when everyone sees that Superman's back
That
on their
is
side,
the
it's
public's hope.
yeah,
You
and also the
are
other
heroes.
superheroes, I assume.
To
When
an
they see
extent,
they've got Superman fighting with
yeah,
them, that's going to give
they'll
them
want to.
KF's here, right? She's had her folder.
Who?
KF.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has she seen her folder? I guess she would have opened it and already
So
scanned
she would
it.
have flipped through it in like a heartbeat.
That's what I'm on about. So she's already seen it before she's left the table. She's seen who's in it, right?
You've got to tell me, mate. They're your plans.
Spoilers. It's all of her team. From the armpit to
Titans.
the T. Yes.
Easy task for her.
Mm-hmm. That's why
Easy
I've given
task.
her the easy task.
Just to wrangle the
She's a
Titans.
small child. She doesn't need major things. Red Hood has some... If you want to know, and this is for...
No, I want you to write them down and hand them to me, or send me them in a message.
And then they'll appear.
And then
when it's right.
they'll appear when it's right.
You also need to, I believe we've had this conversation off mic, you'll need to tell me the yes or no's on
I
certain
will
people
do.
that you're going to allow me to have.
I'm not going to tell you yes or no's. I'm going to put them in as they turn up.
Can I have the ones that don't? You know what I'm saying with Red Hood?
You want them killed? Okay.
100%.
We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
That's why I've sent Red Hood for those ones.
So what are you doing now?
Batman's still here?
He is. Yeah, he's the last one in the room. Like, all the other people sat down at the table have left.
I haven't given him
his
a
file.
I haven't given him as a file yet.
He's got a team. It's you.
He's got his team. That's what I want about.
Yeah, you can still go and recruit somebody else while in the meantime, can't he?
He did say there was a couple of other people he wanted.
He's got people in mind.
That's what I mean. I don't need to give him a file.
Yeah.
He already has a plan. He's the Batman.
A Batman.
A Batman. There's like several of them in the room. It's
And
so
the
weird.
OG one is...
Running
About-
rampant.
I don't need to tell you anything, Batman. You've got what you need to. But when's your plan? What time, roughly? Time scale do you need?
I'm going to need a few days.
A few days? I reckon these guys will be done in a week. Max.
Then, 7 days. We meet on the tower.
I have one question. This is 7 days. These guys are going to take that time. There's nothing we can do about it. Some of them will need that time. Not only to prepare, but also to find the people that they're looking for. That's 7 days of these black-ringed imposters going around. We may not have 7 days with Superman.
I've got a contingency for that. And he shows you the lead box. And opens it, and you just see a green glow come from inside. You can't see the rock itself, it is that bright.
I thought it might be something along those lines.
But that's my job.
Okay.
I've got guys that'll go deal with him.
I've got some members coming from off Earth as well. I've spoken to the Lantern Corps. They're collecting a team as well at this moment in time. And they have also sealed off the entire sector at this point.
Good.
They're giving me the information on what's coming and what's going in this area.
Let's hope they come through.
There's only one thing that we need to actually find out, which we're not thinking about. Where the hell did these black rings come from in the first place?
It's got me stumped.
It's got me concerned.
My best theory was Apex's universe. But he shot that down and I believe him.
I'd like to do... The pause will happen on the I believe him, by the way. I've spoken to the Lanterns. I'm not sure if they're telling me the truth. But they have a black ring now, and they're investigating it. Or...
You left a ring on Oa.
Yes. It's with the Lantern Corps Council.
Do you trust them?
As far as I can throw them.
Well, let's hope that doesn't come back and bite us. The last thing we want is a lantern running around.
Yeah. I know. But then unfortunately, we were out of options at the time. In fact, there were very little options at the time. And considering it looks exactly like my ring, we needed their help. Even if I now know to at least confirm that they aren't telling me the whole truth.
Was Hal Jordan buried on Earth, or was he
Yeah.
taken to Oa?
Buried on Earth.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, don't worry, he's on Earth.
Right.
That's why I gave it
Or
to
do
them.
worry, he's on Earth.
Both, to be honest.
One or the other. Oh, well, lantern and lantern. Good luck.
You are right, though. Of all the lanterns, he's the one to worry about.
Hal, he had the strongest willpower.
Sorry, I'll go cut his head off. We'll sort that out.
I think that works, like, whilst he's dead.
We'll see.
'Cause Flash had no feet and he's clearly come back.
He was defeated with fear gas, remember?
That ain't gonna work.
So, Batman, he walks around the table and gets quite close to you, personal conversation distance.
I can smell you.
Pulls off the cowl. You can see he's tired. Like black rings. Exhausted. 2 days I'm going to need you in Gotham.
I'll set the watch that I always have from my blooming Mirror Noir one, and I'll set it 2 days. Where in Gotham?
My house. We've got a Robin to bury.
Done.
I expect all the League. This will not be a public funeral.
I'll send the notification.
Thanks. And just pulls the cowl back and storms out. And on that note, it's time for us to chuff off. If you've got any questions or queries, you can join us on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. How Not to Summon a Podcast, or go to our Discord and our YouTube channel, How Not to Summon a Podcast, where you can discuss all our latest episodes, your theories, or just come say hi. I've been your DM, Mr. Grayson.
I've been Superman.
I've been the Green Lantern.
I've been Rumble.
Ta-ra!
See you later.
See you.
Heroes in the light, together we fight for justice so bright. Apex strong and bold, mysteries unfold, stronger than we know, secrets never told. Evil runs away when they see our might, from dawn until dusk, champions in sight. New League, we unite, heroes in the light, together we fight for justice so bright. RumbleBee so smart, flies with all her might, brain and wings combined, keeping justice tight. New League, we unite, heroes in the light, together we fight for justice so bright. Apex strong and bold, mysteries unfold, stronger than we know, secrets never told. Evil runs away when they see our might, from dawn until dusk, champions in sight. New League, we unite, heroes